Yeah, so we were talking about teams that are doing bad. So again, we're still talking about the Jets because again, they're still ranked dead last. So, right now they're up by what? By one with the full quarter left. So, but AJ had something to say about of course, the Jets.
So yeah, so right now the Jets are the worst team in the league. They got a lot of weaknesses. We thought the defense was going to be good for them like the last 3 years. We thought defense was
Mhm.
going to be their calling card. Their coach is a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Um, y'all probably know better than I do whether their defense is any good or if their issues are mostly offense. But let's say they end up with the worst record and they got the number one pick. Who's the player in college that's
Mm.
going to be the projected number one guy? Well, do they go quarterback? Do they go offensive line? Do they go some stud defensive end? Like,
Mhm.
who's like the best quarterback? I mean, because it's not Arch Manning, that's for sure.
Right.
Um, is there a quarterback that's like the prohibitive number one that they would get, or is there like some other position player that's like so much better than everybody else? That's who they would get. Do y'all know?
I'm checking now.
Ben, you might know.
They say right now the best. Well, probably yeah. They said right now the draft were to happen today, it would be the defensive end Ruben Bain from Miami. Quarterback Dante Moore would be your second pick. I don't know how he played yesterday. Jeremiah Love, uh, Arizona State's receiver Jordan Tyson. So those would be your top four picks right now.
Yeah, I
So I
don't.
don't know any of that.
Mhm.
Is he got from Oregon?
Yeah, the quarterback.
Who's that
How,
quarterback usually?
Dante Moore, quarterback from Oregon.
From where?
He's from Oregon.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably rewatch some of the highlights. But like I said, I only watched 15 minutes of the I only watched the overtime win against Penn State 2 weeks ago. So I have not seen a full game of him yet to see if he's any good. Like I said, I probably watched a few clips tomorrow from yesterday's loss to see what's going on. But like I said, I think for them, I would not go quarterback. I would, again, this is me being the New York Jets GM. I would probably go O-line because, again, I want my quarterback not to be on his back. So I would probably get not a journeyman, but a stopgap quarterback was an off season during free agency. So we may move on from Justin Fields or he may stay, right? Based upon who's coming out the following year. But I would go O-line. Then after O-line, I would probably get a tight end and I'd probably go get a linebacker. So my top three, those would be my picks in those rounds.
So those four guys you named, that's the projected top four. Was
Mhm.
was any of them offensive linemen?
No, you had a receiver, you had one D lineman, the receiver, and like I said, a quarterback. Those are
So
the
that
only
tells
ones.
me you'd be stretching. You'd
Yeah.
be stretching to take an offensive lineman. So that means you got to trade back, which
Yeah.
might be good for which when you're that bad, I think it's good
Yeah.
because this sounds like this is one of those years where there's not like a
No, there's not.
dominant guy that's
Mhm.
number one. So just like one of those years, I think when you are we better off trading back,
Yeah.
getting more picks when you're that bad.
Well, you could, like I said, like I said, but of course there's always that, you know, lineman. Like I said, they got the D tackle. Yeah. Well, the guy from Alabama, Kalen Proctor, is the top 10. Then you got another was it Spencer Fano from Utah? Those are the two top rated linemen coming out right now. So, like I said, O-line, like I said, you can get O-line, you can get a good O-line later. You can get a good O-lineman after your, was it, top 10. And then, of course, if you trade back, like you said, you're still getting more value for your picks, like I said, because they're probably going to be picking one or two. I wouldn't be surprised. So, like I said, so what are y'all thoughts?
I don't think that this class is.
Well, I mean, last class was good. Was it? No.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
last class, the
You had
last, so
you
you
had
had your
Hunter or
the class before, which was pretty good. This class is always, there's that class where you get that dip. So this is the class where you get the dip, right? Where you're not going to get a run on quarterbacks. You're probably going to get a run on offensive linemen and probably,
I mean, Sellers is going to come out, but he doesn't look. he doesn't look like he's getting that archetype of being a rushing quarterback that can't throw.
Hmm.
And he's kind of playing into it now. So,
He looks like Anthony Richardson to me.
yeah.
Really?
A
Ooh.
better, but I think he's better. I think he's better than Anthony Richardson, and he's definitely got more snaps than him.
Mhm.
But that's who he reminds me of.
Who's Zeller play for?
South Carolina.
South.
South
Oh.
Carolina, yeah. Physically, he's a monster.
Mhm.
Can throw it through a wall, can run it over you, big. But is he? What's my man from Alabama that came out? Milrow.
Yeah.
I think he's that type of dude.
Really? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
tough.
I think he's that type of dude.
Really, but Milroe's not that. Milroe's not a top 10 pick. That's more of a. So you're trying to say he's good, but he's a developmental quarterback. So what? Fourth round?
Well, that's the thing. They thought Milrow was going to be a first round pick, but he had a bad last year, and so he dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but I think like the way he plays, he's like that real athletic,
Yeah.
strong arm, like physical tools. Again, like Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson got ruled. That was a big reach. For me, that was a big reach. I mean, I understand because that was a year. Who was it? Didn't he get what, top five, right? Or top
Yeah, he
10?
was fourth.
Yeah, top five. I
Yeah.
think he would have, I really honestly believe he would have been there based on the body of work that I saw in college, that he would have been there in the third round. Like I said, but there was a run on quarterbacks because there was, who was it? It was Bryce, CJ.
And then him.
Who else went? Because it was four quarterbacks. It was
No, it was third overall was Will Anderson.
okay.
Remember
So
the Texans traded up to get him?
right. Yeah, so your top three are to both. Then I was like, what? I'm like, uh-uh. But hey, he's getting paid, and I don't think he's going to be a quarterback unless he sits on the bench somewhere. Because I don't see him doing well.
Well, people thought he was going to be a Cam Newton type of guy, right?
Yeah,
Big, strong, that he could develop into the quarterback part.
yeah.
And so far, it hadn't happened. I mean, he's still young. You
I'm
know,
tired. I'm tired.
it. Yeah, that's he's never going to live that down.
Yeah, I'm tired. Like, what? Yeah, that's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be real tough. But again, he was young. I get it, but oof, like I said, that's gonna be tough on him
Yeah,
to bounce
Anthony.
back from that.
Same thing Jalen Hurts did when they drafted Jalen Hurts and they really didn't want him, but he
No, I
didn't
think
handle it to the same.
I think Philly knew. I mean, I think that's a different situation because you remember, okay, so it was Carson Wentz's team, right? But then they had that amazing run with Nick Foles. Now, and this is all opinionated. I think them winning that Super Bowl with him being injured really did something to him, right? Broke him some kind of way because when and this is all rumor, conjecture, but he was a horrible locker room leader as a young guy. And again, this is what I think that might have been his third year in the league, so he may not have fully understood how to lead a locker room, but it was more or less about me, 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 and it didn't mesh well. And the fact that the running joke is, you got to walk in every day and see the guy that took your job and won a Super Bowl. So basically they already knew. I think somebody knew, yeah, this is not our guy. We're gonna have to get us a leader in here. And as AJ always says, if you want somebody to lead a team, Jalen is your guy. He's gonna lead you. He may not be the best athlete, but he will, motivate the team and lead the team and point him in a different direction. Wentz, to me, wasn't that guy. And the play that sticks out in my mind, I don't know who they were playing, man, but he was getting sacked and thrown on the ground. And when his offensive lineman just looked back and just went back to the huddle without picking him up, that told me all I needed to
Oh
know.
yeah, I do remember that.
I
Yeah,
was like,
I remember
they
that.
don't, I said, they don't like this dude at all. They not blocking for this dude. Then, of course, somebody else came in and didn't get sacked.
Didn't they get up?
Huh? We say, Jay, did you freeze? But yeah, like I said, so that told me right there. And again, that situation was to me. hey, this guy is
Can you hear
lost.
me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, who didn't they pick up?
Who you talking about? Who?
You said the
Philly?
lineman didn't pick somebody up.
Oh no, they didn't pick up Wentz. Literally,
Wentz,
I
gotcha.
don't know
Okay,
who they
okay.
were playing, but bruh, like I said, I mean, he was getting mauled, thrown to the ground. Normally, in an NFL game, somebody roughs your quarterback up, linemen are, there's personal fouls, linemen's jumping on other people. That did not happen. They literally did this and just walked back. All of them. I was like, yeah.
Oh wow,
I was
I don't
like,
remember that. Swear.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
AJ,
that's a bad sign.
that was a bad sign, and that's literally that year. And except the following spring, they drafted, uh, they drafted, uh, they drafted Hurts, second round. Oh no, 23rd. Was it 23rd?
No, he was second round.
Yeah, second
Yeah,
round.
he
So they
was like
drafted,
pick
yeah,
50.
yeah. So they drafted him in the second round, and of course, I wonder how, I wonder how so and so feels. I'm like, they probably don't care how he feels because he ain't gonna be here. And then they paid him. So yeah, I mean, different scenarios. Like I said, it's gonna be tough for whoever. Like I said, but the Jets, like I said, that's an organization they haven't won long. Like I said, my only hope is that they give Aaron Glenn the 5 years. They don't pull a Steve Wilkes and say, yeah, we only going to give you 1 year to turn it around, which is not fair. He's a way better coach than that. But again, that's another topic for another day.
I
But
mean, Steve Wilkes is his D coordinator there too.
yeah,
It's
but
funny.
oh yeah, I mean, like I said, oh yeah, I mean, Wilkes will get the defense right. But they got to be given the time. I mean, you can't put them on a short leash. I mean, look at Dan Campbell, right? Think about it. They'd have got rid of Dan Campbell. I mean, those because remember, first year they won what? They went 0-16 or did they win one game? Second year they won 3 games. Then they were beating, they were doing their thing. Now they're the number one team in the power rankings at 4-1. And mind you, he's lost two coordinators. So, imagine. So just give him time to change it around.
Well,
NFL,
one thing about Dan Campbell,
yeah,
he changed of Detroit,
yeah, the culture. He changed culture.
and so they like that he was like a leader of men.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Glenn, but I know that we know that necessarily he's doing that. So 5 years is a long time.
Well, I'm just
They
saying,
ain't
just
giving
give him
that
more.
brother that much time.
Like I said, I was just going, at least more than one. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, that organization's been broken for a long time. Kind of like,
But
huh?
this is third year.
Well, Aaron Glenn? No, this is his first year. You talking about
He came from
Saleh?
Detroit last year.
This is first year.
Yeah, this is first. This is his first year. Yeah, you talking about Saleh? They let go in the middle of
Oh yeah,
after
yeah, yeah,
game five. Yeah, Saleh probably was like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, Saleh was like, yeah, I want to get out. Let me go. Please let me go. So I can get away from these people. But yeah, like I said, and that's part of it, right? I mean, as we always say, if you're picking first, you ain't a good team. It's very rare that you turn it around in less than a year unless you get a Dan Marino type of you get one of those players that's just unstoppable, especially at one of those positions. You ain't gonna, you get what is it called, a Earl Campbell or who's a running back that turned the whole franchise around just by, who was it? I'm trying to think out of the draft. I mean, Emmett wasn't that guy until he got the O line. Uh, Barry probably was that guy because again, he made Detroit relevant before Detroit was relevant.
Yeah, they still didn't win any games though.
Huh? I
I
mean, they
said
didn't win any.
they didn't win any
No,
games.
they
Like
didn't win any games, but
people liked watching him play, but he was getting killed.
yeah, oh, he get killed.
I
O
think they
line.
had like one playoff run.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, they did. Like I
Yeah,
said, but he made him relevant. But like, it's difficult. Like I
yeah.
said, because I mean,
But
there's
yeah, but
still.
Aaron. Oh, but oh,
You said Eric
but
who?
but back to Aaron Glenn. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he was with Detroit,
Yeah.
and so as a coordinator, under Dan Campbell, like it's Dan Campbell's it's his show, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So just because you're a good coordinator doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a good head coach.
Yeah.
So I hope Aaron Glenn, like you said, gets a shot, but maybe he might be one of those dudes that is better off as a coordinator.
He's a
I don't
spag. I
know.
mean, that's possible. You want I want him to get the full, I want him to get more than a year. That's all I'm saying. I don't want it to be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we went 0-16 or 0-17 now. Oh, the experiment's over. Let's go get another head coach.
Yeah. I
You
would
know,
hope that they give him more time than that. But
yeah.
I think it would go with, does he have the locker room? Is the team behind him?
Yeah.
It's like if the team quits on you,
Oh,
then you probably need a new quarterback.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
new coach.
a
Yeah, you
new
definitely,
coach.
but I don't think, I mean, like I said, I think in this situation, because he doesn't have a star quarterback, they'll keep him. The difference in Arizona was they had a star quarterback, right? They had Kyler Murray, or did they? Like when Steve went, I can't remember. But yeah,
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
go ahead. You got Jay?
with the quarterback he has, like, why does he not? Mm-mm.
You got Justin Fields.
But what about Justin Fields? Like, what isn't he getting?
The knock on Justin Fields is he's more of a, how would I say this? He's a Cam, the what's the version down? Two versions down. He's Cam two versions down, right? He's more of a scrambling quarterback, but I would say Cam passes better than him. Cam kind of reads defenses better than him. So that's the knock on Justin Fields. And the fact that he was in Chicago with Eberflus, who was more of a defensive minded coach versus an offensive minded coach. So he wasn't developed. In addition to, he had three different coordinators in 5 years. So, that's the knock on him.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't, because, at Ohio State, he was really good. Um,
Mhm.
Everybody likes him. They drafted him high. He keeps getting shots. The Jets went into this season knowing he was going to be their number one guy. Like there was never
Right.
a question. So I'm like, either he's running because he has no offensive line, he has no choice,
Hmm.
or he can't read defenses. Like I don't know what it is about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. And that's it. I think some of it's coaching, because what's the word? You can do your game plan based upon his strength. And if you know a mobile quarterback is his strength, then get him on the move. You give him that run pass option, right? You give him those, especially I call it the waggle. I don't know what they call it now, right? Quarterback turns his back to the ball, to the line, hands it this way and waggles out or rolls out to the left or right, right? So now you give him that run pass option and you give an opportunity either to throw the ball away or throw it to the tight end or the back, or he runs, right? Play to his strength.
I feel like that's what their offense is, but I don't know
Yeah, it's
whether
like they not
I don't
blocking
know,
or something.
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, but in
yeah,
order for that
I
play to
don't know
work, you
why
got to
they're that
block.
bad.
You got to have a run game for that play to work. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I do not know. What I only watched I think I watched part of the Dallas game that they played, and maybe I'm kind of halfway watching this game. But like I said, I just don't see him passing the ball downfield. Everything is, you know, 15 yards and in. I have not seen any deep throws, right? You got to open the defense up.
Ben, you watched him in Ohio State. How's he compare to Stroud?
Who? Sorry, I've been locked into this game.
Fields
Justin Fields
as
and
a quarterback.
Stroud.
As a quarterback, Stroud is definitely a better quarterback. Um, he's definitely better at dealing. He's better at delivering downfield, like mid, short. Um, Fields always had like the arm, but he was just I like to think of him as a less a less dominant, I guess, Anthony Richardson. Like he has the arm,
Mm-hmm. That's bad.
He has the rushing
Because
ability.
yeah,
He liked
Hey, who was
uh,
who was that quarterback Ohio State had that was a quarterback, but then he went to a wide receiver?
Braxton Miller.
Yeah, he did do well.
no, you
What
talking
do you
about?
think Justin Fields is better than Braxton Miller?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
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 like
yeah.
Braxton Miller was just like that whole offense that they ran back then was completely like it was a wild card. Like Miller was more used as like just a rushing somebody. It
Rushing
was like a
quarterback.
wildcat. It was like wildcat, but Braxton Miller could like toss the ball a little bit.
Okay.
So
What about the other dude? Didn't they have another guy?
Yeah,
He was
he's
uh,
huge.
before that. He was a bigger guy.
Yeah.
They moved him to receiver. Um,
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Uh,
they start with a P. Prater.
Prior,
Uh,
prior,
what's his name?
Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor,
Terrell
yes.
Pryor. Yeah,
Terrell Pryor,
Pryor.
yes.
Yeah, they made him a receiver because he was a quarterback. Then they made him a receiver and at the
Fields
Raiders,
better than him.
and he made him a receiver at Washington.
All right, y'all. We're watching the Justin Fields
Yeah,
game-winning drive here.
yeah. Well, we're gonna see because he got 2 minutes
Yeah,
and
about
10
to get the
seconds.
W.
He about to get a W. Look,
Instead, they run the ball with 2 minutes
hold
left.
up, they fumbled the ball. That's what they do. They fumbled the ball. They got away with it. That's what happened just now. Yeah, well, we're gonna see. Maybe he's gonna grow up. But like I said, I mean, they need a lot of help. They
Yeah.
really do. Like I said, I just hope they give him the opportunity to change the culture there. I mean, I don't know what quarterback, like I said, oof, there is no quarterback right now in college that's that dominant. I think there's a lot of dominant teams and maybe some dominant defensive players, but I don't see a quarterback today. And again, you never know, right? The draft is an unperfect science. You know,
Yep.
you could draft the boy from Podunk State. He could turn out to be the best quarterback ever. He just wasn't given the
Yeah.
opportunity, right?
Well,
Mhm.
and you got to think about like development. Look
Yeah,
how Josh Allen got drafted
yeah,
like
yep,
top three
yep.
from what, Wyoming.
No, either
They
Wyoming
said
or yep,
that dude had the worst accuracy in the history of football.
yeah,
And now look at him; he's like the best quarterback in the league.
yeah.
It's like
Hmm.
it just took time to develop him. Because they said literally that dude had all the physical tools but could not throw the ball 10 yards with nobody covering somebody and complete it. Like his accuracy was so bad.
Very bad. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get it. Like I said, and
And now he's probably the best.
that's the pluck of the draw. I mean, you think about it. We were just talking about Anthony Richardson, right? All the gifts can't put it together. And sometimes it may require just him getting a fresh start. Look at the what's his name, Donald, that was at a playoff team last year.
Yeah.
Now he's in Seattle and they look okay, but he ain't the Donald of last year.
Yeah.
Like I said, so it's going to be very interesting, for the Jets. I mean, because again, their defense is always solid, always keeps them in the game. Their offenses, they need more offensive firepower.
Yeah, because I
Think
don't
about
think Garrett Wilson it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, I mean, you think about it, right? How many teams can say your defense, hey, you just got to kick 5 field goals and we'll win the game? That's tough. Keeping
Yeah,
I think the only people that scored more points was Dallas because we just had more offensive weapons. That's it, but other than that, I mean, I'd take their defense because it's always been pretty stout. They definitely are hard to run against. Oh yeah, we got about 10 minutes. All right. So yeah, everybody got to go to work now. So again, we got day jobs. So with that, again, as always, like I said, again, we're trying to grow the channel. Like I said, the Novice Sports Show, please like and share. And of course, more importantly, I would say leave a comment. But again, as you can see, we probably don't read them because we off jet setting and we got like real daytime jobs. If
Mhm.
anybody going to respond, it's going to be AJ Novice is going to respond. He's going to give you bars because he got bars about everything. And we got our statistician, of course, with Mr. Ben Novice. You got stats. He gonna talk stats. He gonna run you to the ground. And of course, we got our most inquisitive, answering questions or asking questions, bringing things to light. That's gonna be Jay Novice, like I said. But please like, share, tell your family members about us. Again, remember this is the Novice Sports Show. Again, keyword novice. So don't come at us with the crazy. Again, we might read your comments. Then again, we probably won't at all. But with that, we're gonna jump into our goodbyes. We got my man who?
And novice.
We got who?
Jay.
We got who else?
AJ.
We got AJ. With that, we got A-Dub again. We're gonna sign off. Like, share, subscribe, forward us out so we can get some laughs. And again, when we hit it big, remember, don't come at us then.
Right.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.